Hi guys, in this video, we will discuss apportionment method, specifically Hamilton method. So let us define what is apportionment. It is a method of dividing a whole into various parts. It also means that the number of representative or the seat being apportioned is proportion to the population size being represented. So gumagamit tayo ng method na to, na apportionment method, para ma-distribute natin yung mga seats according to the population. So, hindi lang siya basta-basta hinahati. Meron siyang proper steps para mahati siya according to their population. Okay? So, specifically, we will discuss the Hamilton method, which is also known as the Vinton method. So, this method uses divisor to apportion seats according to their population. So, to know more about this method, let us discuss or let us have an example. Given 4 states, A, B, C, and D, with their respective population indicated in the table below, determine the number of seats to be allocated to each state if there are 20 seats available in the House of Representatives. So, ito daw yung states A to D, given their population each. Ngayon, ang gagawin natin, guys, is i-allocate natin yung 20 seats sa apat na to, na states na to, given their population. Okay, so lipat tayo dun sa ano. Ayan. So, ito yung table. Ayan. Kinapi ko lang yung table from the PowerPoint. So, nakalagay dyan, yung State A, it has 2,871 population. State B, 3,456, and so on. Okay? So, pag Hamilton method, the first step is to set the divisor. So, how to get the divisor? Simply, guys, the first step is to add all the population given. So, add lang natin 2,871 plus 3,456 plus 1,012 plus 5,214. So, itong 12,553 na to, that is the total population. So, ang gagawin nyo dyan sa 12,553 na yan, yung total population is i-divide nyo dun sa seats being allocated. So, ang gagawin natin, divide lang natin to by 20. So, divide this by 20 and then get 2 decimal places. So, dito, ang lumabas sa calculate natin is 627.65. Ang tawag doon sa 627.65 is the divisor. So, yan yung magiging divisor natin. Okay? After na makuha nyo yung divisor, is i-divide nyo naman yung population dun sa divisor. So, each population will be divided by the divisor that we got earlier. So, ang gagawin natin, isa-isa lang. Okay, divide natin yung mga population dun sa divisor. Let's have 2,871 divided by 627.65. Yan. Kuha lang tayo ng 2 decimal places. So, we have here 4.57. So, lagay lang natin dito sa gilid, guys, ng table. So, let's have 4.57 there. The next one is 3,456 divided by, ganitohin ko na lang para i-edit na lang natin later. Ayan. So, the answer is 5.51. No? So, pagka-divide nun, ayan, 5.51. Okay? Next population to be divided is 1,012. So, edit na lang natin to, guys. Ayan. So, 1,012. So, 1.61. Lagay lang din natin dito. And then, the last population is 5,214. Ayan. So, 5,214. So, 8.31. Ayan. 8.31. Okay? After that, pwede na nating ilagay yung initial. Pag sinabi nating initial, hindi pa siya final or tentative siya, no? Temporary, kumbaga. So, lagay natin yung initial allocated seats dito sa column na to by looking at the whole number of the standard quota. So, ang tawag dito, guys, sa mga quotients na nakuha natin is quota. Yan, or quotients. No? So, nakuha natin yan, again, by dividing each population by the divisor. No? So, ang gagawin nyo, kunin nyo lang yung mga whole number nila, and that would be the initial allocated seats. So, kunin ko lang yan, magiging 4 to. Ito naman, 5. tapos 1, and then 8. After na malagay nyo yung initial, i-check nyo kung sakto na ba siya dun sa total seats being allocated. So, dito kasi we are allocating 20 seats. So, tignan natin kung sapat na tong seats na na-allocate. So, ang gagawin natin, we will add 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 8. Ayan. So, 18. As you can see guys, 18 seats lang to. So, may kulang tayo na dalawa. So, may missing seats tayo na dalawa. Ang gagawin ninyo ay hahanapin ninyo yung pinakamataas na dalawa doon sa quota or doon sa quotients, no? Yung decimal nila. So, dito, ang pinakamataas na decimal sa quotients is si 61 at saka si 57. No? So, since sila may pinakamataas na dalawa, si state A, tsaka si state C, doon natin ilalagay yung 2 missing seats. So, may nawawala kasing dalawang seats from here. No? Kulang pa. So, doon natin ilalagay kay state A, tsaka kay state C. So, ang magiging final answer po natin dito sa problem na to, so, itong 4 na to, magiging 5 seats na siya ngayon, kasi nga plus 1 siya. And then, itong 5, 5 pa rin. Yung 1 na to, magiging 2 seats na siya. Kasi nga, siya yung highest na decimal. And then, yung 8, 8 pa rin. So, ito na ngayon, yung final allocated seats. So, ibig sabihin, si state A, it will be given 5 seats. Si state B, 5 seats din. Si state C will be given 2 seats. And si state D, 8 seats. So, pag tinotal natin to guys, 20. Okay? So, dapat sakto siya dun sa seats na ina-allocate ninyo. So, yun yung magiging sagot natin. Okay? Ito. So, 5, 5, 2, and 8. Okay? So, let us have another example of Hamilton method. Ayan. A total of 250 seats are to be divided among states. Complete the table below and find out each state's apportionment of seats using Hamilton's method. So again, this time, meron tayong 5 states no, na paghahati-hatian yung 250 seats. So, ang gagawin natin again is we will add the total population, so 1,000. So, we will get the total population by adding all the given population of the states. Ayan. So, 9,205. So, ang gagawin natin dun sa 9,205 na total population is i-divide natin sa 250. Since yun yung ina-allocate natin na seats. Okay? So, divided by 250. So, ang sagot, 36.82. Again, ang tawag doon ay divisor. So, ang divisor natin dito sa example na to is 36.82. Ngayon, itong 36.82 na to, siya yung gagamitin natin na pang-divide sa mga population to get the quotient or quota. So, lagay natin lang ulit dito sa pinaka-right side ng table yung mga standard quota nila or quotients. So, again, divide lang natin each 1,000, yung unang population, divided by 36.82. Ayan. So, 27.16, lagay lang natin dito, 27.16. Sunod na population is 2,500. Divided by, again, wait, ganituhin na ulit natin, no? Para i-edit na lang. 36.82. Ayan, 67.90. So, mag-ano tayo? Round off. So, 67.90. Next quotient. Yan, edit na lang natin yung numerator niya with the next population. 1,850. So, 50.24. Okay. Next population to be divided is 2,280. So, 61.92. And then, the last one is 1,575. Ayan, 42.78. 42, 92 to guys ha. Ayan, 42 ngayon, 0.78. Okay? After that, again, kuhain na ngayon yung initial seats. So, manggagaling yon dito sa whole number ng mga quotients natin. So, 27, 67, 50, 61, and then 42. And now, tignan natin kung yan na rin ba yung final. So, dapat magsakto yan ng 250. No? So, pag hindi, tignan natin kung kanino i-add. So, 27 plus 67, 50, 61, 42. So, again, kulang na naman tayo, but this time, ang kulang na seats ay 3. No? So, nakalagay dyan sa calcul natin, 247. So, kulang siya ng 3 kasi ang ina-allocate natin na seats ay 250. So, 247 lang yung total nito. Therefore, there are 3 missing seats, no? So, or remaining seats. So, kanino natin ibibigay yun? So, since 3 yung seats na kulang or nawawala, hanapin natin yung 3 pinakamataas na decimal dito sa quotient, no? So, unang-una si 92, sunod si 90, sunod si 78. So, sila yung may pinakamataas na decimal. Therefore, sa kanila natin i-add yung 3 seats. Okay? So, si 27 would still be 27. Ito, madadagdagan na siya ng isa kasi nga kasama siya dun sa highest. So, 68 na siya. Then, ito, 50. Ito, magiging 62. And then, ito, magiging 43. Ngayon, pag in-add natin yan, dapat 250 na siya. So, 27, 68, 50, 62, 43. Ayan. So, ito na yung magiging final answer natin. State A will be getting 27 seats. State B is 68 seats. State C, 50. State D, 62. And State E, 43. Okay? So, that is how you do the Hamilton apportionment method.